Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. When it comes to mattresses, there's no doubt that Sealy is one of the biggest and most well-known brands out there. And in 2021, they completely redesigned and relaunched their entire lineup of mattresses. Today, we're going to take you on a high-level tour of that entire lineup and explain to you how they've organized these mattresses into different collections. We're excited to show it to you. Stick around. One of the first things Sealy tried to do as part of this relaunch is simplify the names of how they've organized these mattresses into different collections. So what they've done is really created almost like a 3x3 matrix. Think of it as a good, better, best in terms of product lines. Starts with Essentials, and then it goes to Posturepedic, and then it goes to Posturepedic Plus at the top. And then within each of those, you have different types of mattresses. So you've got spring mattresses, foam mattresses, and then hybrid mattresses. So again, sort of a 3x3 matrix. Now, this doesn't mean they currently have 9 different collections. In fact, at this point, they only have what we would describe as 5 collections. They have a spring collection within each line. So an Essentials spring collection, a Posturepedic spring collection, and a Posturepedic Plus spring collection. And then within the middle tier, they actually have a foam and a hybrid option as well. So 3 collections within that middle tier, and then within Essentials and Posturepedic Plus is just the one collection, spring only. Now, I would imagine that at some point in the future, Sealy is likely to fill in collections in some of those other boxes on the tic-tac-toe board, such as, for example, Posturepedic Plus foam or Posturepedic Plus hybrid. But for right now, it's really just those 5 collections that we're going to take you through today. The other thing I want to point out is that if you've seen some of our previous coverage of Sealy's product line, the term Posturepedic has been used in different ways in the past. It was the name of a product line at one point in time. Then for a period of time, they used it as a descriptor of a set of features related to back support. And now it is back to being a product line. It is the name of their kind of middle level product line, and it's also used as part of their top level product line, Posturepedic Plus. I also want to point out that, again, if you've seen products from the last few years, they previously used nomenclature like response or conform. Response referred to springs and conform referred to foam models. And they used to have the good, better, best had terms like performance and premium and things like that. Those terms are no longer being used. So I do think that they have simplified the nomenclature here in this new lineup. So to take you through these different collections, we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. And as I mentioned, the entry-level line for Sealy is called Essentials. And as I described, this is principally a spring-only line at this point. A couple things to note. Number one, the springs in the Essentials collection are not pocketed coils. They're a connected coil. They call it open coil sometimes. Generally speaking, pocketed coils offer better motion isolation, a little bit better conformance. So you're not getting some of those advantages in the Essentials collection, but you are getting kind of more of a value mattress. A couple other things to note, there's 2 different types of edge support utilized. The lower priced models use a border wire. That's essentially a firmer wire going around the perimeter. The higher priced models use a foam perimeter, like a block foam perimeter. That's a little bit better form of edge support. But in general, this line is going to offer, within each of those types of edge support, a few different choices of feels, and it's going to top out in price around $599 MSRP in a queen size. Okay, so now we've moved up to the Posturepedic line within the Sealy mattress collection. And there's a couple things that you're going to get from this level on up in all the mattresses that I want to cover right off the bat. Number one is everything from this point up is going to be adjustable base compatible. Now, the one exception to that is any mattress model you see that they describe as ultra firm. Those mattresses contain foams that are very firm and therefore not really designed to bend and flex the way you would on an adjustable base. But otherwise, from a construction standpoint, everything you see from this point up is going to be adjustable base compatible. Second thing that you're going to find common to everything from this point up is going to be that the covers contain 2 features. Number one is they're going to use a moisture wicking fiber. That's just something that kind of helps with cooling by pulling moisture away from your body while you sleep. And the second thing is that they all contain something they call surface guard, which is essentially an antimicrobial protection that they apply to the fabric here to keep your mattress cleaner over time. Now, here in this case, we've specifically moved into the spring portion of the Posturepedic collection, which, by the way, is by far the most expansive portion of the Posturepedic collection. Much more expansive in terms of the number of choices, number of models relative to the Posturepedic foam and Posturepedic hybrid collections, which we'll show you in a minute. In fact, they've divided the Posturepedic Spring collection into kind of two levels, level 1 and level 2. What you get when you step up to level 1 of the Posturepedic Spring collection is, first and foremost, you switch to pocketed coil construction. So specifically, at this level, you're looking at a 660 coil count pocketed spring support unit. The second thing you're getting is a bit of a more sophisticated form of edge support, which they call it, at this level, they call it Stable Edge Pro. Essentially what it is 2 rows of stronger coils running around the perimeter of the mattress. In this case, they're the same diameter as all the other coils used on the mattress. They're just a stronger, thicker wire used to make those particular coils, and that gives the mattress a stronger edge. The reason it's slightly more sophisticated is it's a little bit better for adjustable base compatibility, and it also just tends to be pretty effective in terms of providing a nice strong edge. And the third thing that you get when you step into this first level is they start to add additional material to the center third of the mattress. And specifically, you're talking about kind of an additional 1/2 inch of polyurethane foam that they're putting in this center third, just to provide a little bit more material underneath the heaviest part of your body, to give that part of your body a little bit more support. And then within, again, this level 1 of the Posturepedic Spring collection, you're gonna find choices in terms of softness level as well as construction type, tight top versus pillow top, etc. Depending on which of those construction types you choose, the prices are gonna top out within this level 1 at around $899 in a queen size MSRP. All right, so now we've moved up to the top portion of this Posturepedic Spring collection, level 2, if you will. And this is what you get when you step up to these higher level Posturepedic Spring models, is really 3 or 4 different things. The most important of which is you get a denser coil unit, more coil density. You're looking at a 911 coil count in this queen size. And the second thing you're getting as part of that is the 2 rows of edge coils that are stronger edge coils. Actually there's a higher density of coils. They use a smaller diameter coil, and this is what they call Duraflex. If you see this name Duraflex, this is what this refers to. A smaller diameter coil, so you're getting a higher coil density along the edge, in addition to those coils also being stronger, thicker. So that's just even better edge support than what you're getting in the level 1 models. This type of edge support is also a little bit better for adjustable base compatibility, we've found as well. The third thing you're getting is the center third, the additional material that they put in the center third of the mattress is now going to be memory foam. So previously it was polyfoam. At this level, that 1/2 inch of additional foam is now going to be memory foam, so it's going to offer maybe a little bit of added pressure relief under your hips as well. And then the last thing is just some aesthetic things. Most notable among them is you're going to have 4 handles on the side of the mattress. And this higher level of the Posturepedic Spring collection is again going to offer a choice of feels as well as construction types, and it's going to top out at around $1099 MSRP in a queen size. All right, now as we mentioned, within Posturepedic, there's also going to be foam and hybrid models. And so what we've done now is moved over, not up, but over to those models within the Posturepedic lineup. And the interesting thing that Sealy's done here with their foam and hybrid models is that they've designed them in parallel with each other. So essentially what you see is there are a few different levels of Posturepedic foam and hybrid mattresses, but they parallel each other. There's an 11 inch of each, there's a 12 inch of each, and a 13 inch of each. And as you move up through this line, you're going to find that you get some upgrades in terms of a little bit more memory foam. You're also going to get some upgrades on the hybrid ones in terms of the coil system, and you're also going to get some upgrades in terms of edge support and cooling. So as you move up through this line though, those upgrades are going to be again parallel between the foam and the hybrid line. The one thing we do want to point out is that the feels and even the comfort layers that they use in the foam and hybrid are not necessarily meant to be identical. So we notice, for example, that the hybrid versions at any given level tend to have a little bit more softness, a little bit more cushioning depth than the foam versions did. We'll cover all those upgrades in much more detail in the video we do about those collections specifically, but that should give you a general idea of what to expect with these Posturepedic foam and hybrid collections. And the pricing on these Posturepedic foam and hybrid collections is also going to run in parallel as you move up through the line, and it's going to top out around $1199 queen size MSRP, at least based on current prices. All right, so now we've moved up to Posturepedic Plus, which is the top of the line within the Sealy mattress collection. And again, Posturepedic Plus at this point in time is only available in their spring collection. They don't yet have a foam or hybrid version of Posturepedic Plus. But once again, the spring portion of Posturepedic Plus is pretty expansive, enough so that they divided it again into 2 levels. We're right now on an example of the first level, and you're gonna get a number of things when you step up to this Posturepedic Plus level. First and foremost, you're gonna get, again, more coil density. This is now a 1072 coil count pocketed spring unit in these Posturepedic Plus mattresses. The second thing you're going to get is a full sheet of memory foam in these mattresses. And so anywhere from a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of memory foam. And that's on top of, you know, the center third memory foam that carries over from the models we showed you already. So you do get more memory foam in this Posturepedic Plus lineup. The third thing you're going to get is well, actually the third and fourth thing are a couple of cooling characteristics. First one is they've added polyethylene yarn to the cover fabric, which polyethylene is a higher density yarn. It's basically a higher molecular weight. It's going to therefore have kind of more cooling properties in the same way that a denser material like marble is going to be inherently cooler to the touch than something with lower density like wood. There's not maybe a huge portion of the fabric that uses that polyethylene yarn like you'd find in a product line like Tempur-Breeze that we've shown you in other videos, but it's nonetheless enough that it's going to offer just a little bit of added cooling to the touch. The second cooling feature that you get with the Posturepedic Plus is they've added a little bit more airflow to the mattress by basically taking the fabric encasements used on those edge coils that we talked about before, those Duraflex edge coils. In the Posturepedic Plus level, they've perforated that fabric, and that basically allows for a little bit more airflow in and out of the mattress. That's what they call Duraflex Pro. And the last thing is just kind of some aesthetic things. You may notice the darker gray. We've kind of been getting darker gray as you move up through the entire Sealy collection. Here we start to get to some really dark charcoal grays. And they've also added, you know, some additional handles. Now you'll find 8 handles. So there's 2 at the foot and 2 at the head in addition to the 2 on each side. And once again, within this first level of the Posturepedic Plus spring collection, you're going to have your choice of different softness levels as well as construction types. And depending on which one you choose, the prices are going to top out around $1,399 in a queen size MSRP. And by the way, all the prices I've been quoting in this video so far have been mattress only prices. That's how we generally quote prices. All right, so now we've made our way to the top of the top, meaning the level 2 portion of the top line in the Sealy collection, Posturepedic Plus. And really what you're gonna notice here is these mattresses are a little bit thicker, so they're just a little bit more kind of materials here, more comfort materials. And specifically, they've also changed up the feel here by moving the memory foam that's in these mattresses closer to the top. So you're really gonna feel the memory foam a lot more in these top Posturepedic Plus mattresses. Other than that, all the same features and benefits that we showed you in Posturepedic Plus a minute ago are going to apply to these models as well. And these, again, are available in a choice of a variety of different softness levels, which will top out in price at around $1,599 queen size MSRP. So there you have it, a complete overview of the entire Sealy mattress collection, which has been redesigned in 2021. We hope you found this information helpful, but we'd urge you for more helpful information like this, including the written form of this same information, please go to GoodBed.com. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we really hope you sleep well.